What is going on, everyone? I'm back with another video. Today I have another acquisition to show off. This is a custom Marty Young knife, and it is called the Hunter, and I'll show you that in just a minute. If you guys remember, this is the Marty Young Ursus, which I got a few months ago. And when I got this knife and held it in my hand, and I played with it and felt the action on it, and it is super smooth, and the fit and finish is just incredible on this knife. And it's kind of weird because I don't really see much of Marty Young's work anywhere on YouTube. Maybe a few places on the forums, and I just don't know why he doesn't get more coverage, really. Marty Young's knives are just extremely high quality, and one of the first things that popped out at me is not only the action is extremely smooth, but also between like the bolsters and the liners, you can barely feel any kind of there's like no edges. It's just all smooth. It feels like it's one piece. It's just really amazing, the fit and finish that this gentleman can do on knives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the Ursus from the frame here so we can concentrate on the Hunter. There's a couple things that are really special about this knife, which I'll get into right now. But first off, I'd like to give a big thank you to Marty Young for actually working with me. Like, there's like hours spent on the phone. There's like hours worth of emails sent back and forth on exactly the kind of build that I wanted. And he was very patient with me, and he even offered suggestions. He offered up insight and whatnot. And what I did is I kind of challenged him a little bit in a way. I didn't really know I was challenging him at the time, but I asked him to do two things for me, which he has never done on a knife before. And my hat's off to Marty. He actually agreed to do these two things, and even though he's never done them before, he actually agreed to go and look up tutorials. He agreed to try and find out how to do it and practice and do it, and it was just really cool. So first thing he did for me that I asked him for is make a Tonto style blade. According to Marty, he has never made a Tonto style blade before, and look at this beautiful American Tonto. It is just awesome. I mean, he matched, it wasn't not even a straight across Tonto. He put a little bit of a belly on there, and then a nice steep secondary edge on the tip there. It is just absolutely beautiful the way he did this. Now, the second thing I asked him to do for me was file working. He has never done file working, and just so awesome. Marty just says, I'm going to go and look up some tutorials and how to do this. And he ordered some files. I mean, he did this specifically for me. And again, that's a great big thank you to him. So, and it's really cool because it being his first time, I swear he's been doing it for years, because the file work just came out really nice. I mean, look at this thing. It's just really awesome. So, in the light of both these extra things that he's done for me that he has not done on any other knife, I asked him to do me a favor, which he did also, is he marked my blade number 1 right there on the back there. And because this basically signifies that this is the first knife that he's ever done a Tonto and done the file working on. So I am the first. This is really cool. I mean, this is so awesome. And since we're in the close-up here, you might as well take a look at this beautiful Mokume thumb disc here. Look at that. I love it. Matches perfectly with the scales, of course. Nice jimping on the back. Not too aggressive, but just enough to kind of hold your fingers in. And again, trademark Marty Young's work. You can barely feel any kind of delineation between the two patterns here. I'm sorry, two materials here. We got the Damascus bolsters and the Mokume scales. I love the contrast between like just the shiny Mokume and just kind of the more duller Damascus, and of course back to the shiny blade. So it goes like shiny, dull, shiny. So this is really awesome. Just the way that this knife turned out. And when it's closed here, excuse me, look at the centering on that thing. Just perfect. Dead on perfect. Nice and shiny. Love it. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words at the moment. Sorry, guys. I'm just staring at this knife myself, really. It's like I'm watching a video, my own video of making this knife, or of this knife video here. So the action, as I would expect, is just extremely smooth, just like the Ursus. These knives are not meant to be flicked out. You can flick it out like that, but the way it feels is because, you know, there's certain knives that are just really, really smooth. They're just like, it feels loose almost, but it has no blade play. Marty Young knives do not feel like that. What it feels like the action is on like oiled gears. When you open it, I mean, the action here, it just feels like it's just running on some gears. Really, really awesome. There's no like stuttered effect on there when you're trying to push it closed. Of course, the blade does not drop on itself. It's just very, very controlled smoothness, much like a Sebenza. And in fact, in many, many ways, it's much better than a Sebenza's action, in my opinion. I just love this. And like I said, you can flick it out, but it's really not meant to be flicked out. It's meant to be open slowly, and, you know, just enjoy that, you know, just to enjoy that action. What I think I coined the phrase earlier, a joy to deploy. That's what it is. This is just a joy to deploy. Of course, the thumb disc offers ambidextrous opening, left and right-handed. The lockup is super strong. There's no blade play left, right, up, or down, but when you go to disengage it, there's literally no stickiness to this lock. I mean, this is not even broken in yet. I just got this yesterday, really, and this is very, very smooth. So, ergonomics, top notch. The reason why I picked the Hunter is because it has a lot of that CQC 15 Emerson styling of it that I like, with the little belly here and then the two sides that kind of hook in, you know, hook your hands in and everything. So really, that's the main reason why I picked the Hunter. Is just overall very beautiful handle style, and coupled with the Tonto shaped blade, it sets the knife off completely for me. The Ursus is nice. I do like the little kind of double, I don't even know what you call this, like double grooved area here, but I just like the Hunter so much more. The way the handle kind of conforms to your hands here, and you tell, so it looks like a really big knife. In actuality, it's actually just a 3.5 inch S30V blade. I think it might be a little bit over 3.5 inches if I kind of measured it correctly here. So it's a little bit larger than what I asked Marty to do for me, but hey, I'm really happy with this, so no complaints there. And the ergonomics are just top notch on this knife. I love it. I cannot be happier. And I told Marty I'm definitely going to be contacting him again in the future to get another build for me. Probably not as ornate as this, but something a little bit more EDC wise, you know. So we'll see what happens. And I just want to see him get some more coverage, and I'm hoping you guys will check him out. You know, call him up, talk to the guy, email him, whatnot. He has some phenomenal quality knives. So, all right, well, I'll leave you with this parting shot here. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it below. Aside from that, take care, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.